Biliyor musun? Erken rezervasyon başladı. Yazın en renkli fırsatları cyprusparadise.com'da. %40, %50 hatta %60'a varan kaçırılmaz indirimler. Erken rezervasyon yap, uçak bileti fiyatına paket tatili al. Uygun fiyata Kıbrıs tatilinin adresi cyprusparadise.com. Zaman akıp gitmeden acele edin. Bir bakmışsınız yaz gelmiş. Cyprus Paradise. Tatiliniz bizimle güvende.
Kalitenin, güvenin, hızlı teslimatın adresi Ancon Furniture. Ancon Furniture ailesi olarak yeni ürünler ile hizmete devam etmekteyiz. Yeni model koltuk takımlarımız, yatak mekanizmaları bir dokunuş ile açılıp bir dokunuş ile kapanabilmektedir. Bir dokunuş ile açtığımız yatak mekanizmasının yatak çarşafı kullanıma hazır, serili olarak içinden çıkmaktadır. Yıl sonuna kadar herhangi bir koltuk takımı alan her müşterimize akıllı sehpa hediyemizdir. En iyi ürün, en iyi fiyat sadece Ancon Furniture'da. Bize uğramadan karar vermeyin. En iyisini biz yapana kadar daha iyisi yok.
Welcome to the latest printed press. I'm Djemal, and tonight we've got a fantastic subject. We're going to be discussing creativity, well-being and keeping positive during COVID-19. And I'm very happy to have a very special guest tonight. That is Darcy J. Sallion, who is a contemporary mixed artist and health coach. Welcome, Darcy, to my program.
Hi, how you doing?
Yeah, really, really well. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on my program. I mean, obviously, we've been friends for quite a few number of years. Our children have played football together, but I've always been very interested in your artwork and all your well-being and positivity work. So it's a real honour for me to have you on my program tonight.
Yeah, it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it's great. It's a real pleasure for me as well. Before we get started, would you be able to just give us a sort of a summary of your background and foundation, first of all, for our viewers?
Yeah, so many years ago, I went to university and college, and basically I did a fine art degree in visual communication. And basically that was my dream. My dream was to become an artist, a famous artist in London Mayfair galleries. But it wasn't really meant to be at that time. The art society was a very who you know industry. So I became a graphic designer and website designer initially to basically further my career and basically generate some income so I can follow my passion later on.
Yeah. So how did you get into your artwork? Obviously you talked about going to university and then you trained as a graphic designer, you got into that profession. What made you go back into being an artist?
So basically, I did the normal corporate ladder stride from a junior designer up to an art director of a company in the West End. And then I was sitting down one day and I'm thinking it was just, I was being overworked, not appreciated and given the amount of money, well, rewards, I thought, for my efforts and my donations to the company. So I basically sat one down and one friend told me, profits are better than wages. And that really struck me. That went, wow, this went over my head, saying, every day you're going to in a workplace to actually fuel someone else's dreams. And that's where I started my own design company in Soho, London. And for 15 years, I was running that. And it was meant to be the dream. But again, I got into it, and literally any traditional business, either you make it or you're just trying to make the money that you invested into it. So it's very hard to do a traditional business. So we had staff, we had PAYE, we had tax, business rates, all that kind of things. So again, at one point, it was a very stressful environment. And unfortunately, after the 16 years, I developed glaucoma, which is a disease of the eye. And I actually lost my left eye, the sight in that eye. And it really struck a nerve in me that, that something has to change. And I have to go back to my passion and get away from technology. I was really swamped with technology. So that's when I decided to get back into my art and actually sell the company, still work freelance designer, still do things that I'm really passionate about, what I really think is a good venture, maybe helping young people, charity work, local businesses. But yeah, so that's what got me back into my art.
Oh, wow. That's an amazing story. I didn't even know about that, actually. Yeah. So that's truly amazing. It's like a proper life journey, isn't it? I mean, you've got a piece behind you. Tell us about that piece. It looks beautiful.
Yeah. So I was a traditional artist, oil paints, fine art. I was trying to copy the masters, and I was getting lost in a sea of everyone else's similar paintings. And over the time I had this issue with my eye, I was going to Moorfields Clinic for the glaucoma, trying to save the eye. And I saw these amazing people that never had no eyesight. So I had one eye, and I saw these people with no eyesight. And I thought, wow, I'm so lucky, to have the one eye. And there was a analogy on the internet or YouTube one day. Is your cup half full or is it half empty? And that's really struck a nerve with me. And this artwork here is very tactile. So I designed it so people with limited sight can actually feel it and actually feel the textures of the artwork and have a kind of representation in their mind on how the artwork looks. It's actually an aerial view of a beach. Because when I used to go back to my family home in Trinidad and Tobago, we always used to see that scenery with a plane flying over, and everyone used to try and cram to the window to take a picture. But I always remembered it visually. So this is why I created this piece here in different textures. The actual grass is fake fur from a coat that I've recolored and re-waved it. And then this is actually real sand from a beach in the Caribbean. And then these are all like PVA glue, styrofoam for the rocks. The rocks are made out of. So I'm looking at recyclable items as well, things that I can get out of landfill and into art that it can be given to someone that really appreciates it.
Yeah, oh my goodness. So even your paintings have got like a deep meaning and a deep story. Honestly, Good Nil has put amazing story. I think people are getting very moved by your story, Darcy, and obviously how you've connected that to your artwork. And I think it's amazing that you do artwork that not only it's beautiful to actually look at, like you said, it's very, tactile and, it's accessible to people with lots of different disabilities as well, which I think is really, really important because, it's important for everybody to be able to appreciate art, no matter what your abilities are. Elim has also put amazing, much respect there. I mean, really, a lot of respect to you for the fact that, we're going to go on to this about positive thinking. The fact that when you went to Moorfields and you saw the fact that there was people there that were completely without eyesight, you actually realize that you were very fortunate. And sometimes, of course, we all have tragedy in our lives, all sorts of things, especially during these times. But it's really important, isn't it, to always think of life with, is the cup half full rather than half empty. And it sort of leads me into asking you, how did you then get into all of the well-being and fitness and positive mindset work that you do? Because you do that a lot now. How did you connect that from your artwork?
Well, it's a natural transition, really. My son plays football and he's at Spurs Academy, and a young man there, name of Aaron Cato, was training him, and I could never play football with my son. I was always out of breath. I was always lethargic. I always used to tell him, go in your garden by yourself and kick against the wall. I was 128 kilos. I was extremely overweight, obese, basically. It was medically obese. I was borderline diabetic, and a lot of these factors affected how I got glaucoma in the first place. So as one of my sayings, I always say to myself every morning, you know, if things have got to change, you have to change. You know, you've got to take responsibility and stop blaming everybody else. Stop playing with McDonald's for being there. You know, you don't have to go in there, right? You know, so I just took responsibility, and he introduced me to this amazing product, you know, and all I was doing was following him because he was super fit, he was super healthy, he was training my son to do the same. And basically it's a supplement. It's called Herbalife, and it's only a small part of my day. It's in the morning. Not a lot of people have good breakfast. I used to have Greg's. I used to have, you know, pasties, all kind of bad. And now it's just a healthy shake in the morning. It gives me all the nutrition I need. I mean, you know how when babies are young, they have Actimel, and then when they grow older, they'll have like Nesquik or something like that, just to boost their immune system and help them. This is basically an adult version. It just gives you everything that your body needs, what your food can't. And I lost 30 kilos in weight. I lost. And it felt like a small child. You know, I run for a bus now, and I'm not out of breath. I was doing a painting one time in a restaurant. It was a full wall. I think it was 20 foot by 8 foot. And I breathed through it, up and down ladders, paints, everything. And before I could never do that. So it's really helped my physicality as well. And now I'm impacting other people's lives. You know, in the same way my art is impacting people emotionally and giving them some kind of pleasure. My health coaching is impacting their lives as well.
Yeah, and in turn, I guess that makes you feel positive as well, right?
Wow, it's a super reward. I mean, when I got such a great result, the company offered me an ambassador of the product, so I could represent the products, because they were amazed I did so well. And I was speaking to people that were really emotionally struggling with losing weight and becoming healthy. It's not just overweight, it's in your mind. It's something missing, and you compensate with food, and you get this really bad relationship with food. And my mission, from my experiences now, I'm just helping and impacting more people to look at their nutrition, look at their exercise, which is vital for your mental health, and basically eat healthy. You know, this is the world is bombarding us with really bad food and snacking, bad chocolates at the checkout. You know, it's getting really bad, our nutrition in especially in the West, and meant to be a first world country. I think in a third world country, we've got a better dietary.
That's true.
They're eating better food, more natural, raw food from the grounds. You know, here it's getting worse. So my mission is to how many people can I impact and save. In my team, there was a lady who was going to go for gastric bypass to lose the weight, and one of my colleagues took them on with the same kind of, you know, plan and positivity, and she never had to go and do it. She lost the weight, and she's happy now. So this is a kind of rewards that you get in this industry as well, and that's why I love it, because I'm getting rewards on helping people with my visual work. And actually I work with children as well. I work in a school, so I help anyone with SEN or Asperger's or some kind of learning disability. They'll be so engaged in the artwork as well.
Yes, it's art therapy, is it, that you do?
It is, yeah. That's what I'm looking to get into. I didn't even know it was a thing. My sister's an assistant head of a school in Oxford, and she was going, "Do you realise that is a thing, art therapy?" I said, "Is it?" I said, "You actually get paid to do this? I'll do it for free. Don't worry, you know."
Yeah.
And, so I'm really looking into that now. You know, how can I, you know, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave a legacy for before I, you know, part this world. And I want to basically help as many people as I can, because the main thing is people always chasing money all the time. It's not about money. It's about how many people you can impact and change lives, and you will get rewarded. It even says in the Bible, or any biblical reference you want to, it's in there somewhere saying if you help people, you'll be rewarded tenfold.
It's very true, very true. And I think these times, especially during COVID times, I think that's really been highlighted, that materialistic things aren't that important, because it can be taken away so easily, and then you're left with what? So I think definitely what you've been saying, all of the things I totally agree with. And a person's well-being is linked to the way that they eat as well. I think, sometimes, I've noticed when I'm eating unhealthily, it actually has a knock-on effect on my anxiety, to making me feel depressed and low. You have lower energy. So I totally agree with a lot of those things. But obviously it needs inspirational people like yourself, because it's really difficult. I think just generally as human beings, our relationship with food and our feelings is always very complex. And I think everybody at some point in their lives struggle with what they eat and that relationship that they have with food. So really, somebody like yourself, you're making such a huge difference. We've got Gul Neil here saying, I tried Herbalife before. It really makes you feel energized, and you do lose weight. But I think I gave up because I didn't have a great understanding and couldn't get into the right mental state.
You need a good coach. It's all about, Herbalife is not a product off a shelf when you walk into a supermarket. It's all about the coach, and it's all about the sponsor that looks after you. It's so important. It's a key. It's actually more important than the product. The one-to-one mentoring and basically developing your personal skills and your professional skills is just one, is a part and package of the Herbalife journey. I've learned so much from my mentors, not just about nutrition, but just talking to people, just finding out how people are, reconnecting with people. It's been such a positive impact in me that, it's got bigger than me. This is the main thing, that we always think about us, but we need to think about bigger. We need to think about our parents. We need to think about uncles. We need to think about even some strangers or friends outside of us. Money is essential. We live in an economical world. We need money, but money is not, a piece of paper is not the thing. It's the options and the time freedom it gives you to impact other people's lives. If you've got money, this is why this top says billionaire, because I was thinking in my head, millionaire. But for millionaire, you can't do anything. You can't impact enough people. With £1 million, you just about buy a nice house in Highgate.
Yeah.
You need to be a billionaire to impact and leave a legacy that your children will never want, and you can mortgage free your parents, and you can live a dream that you wish to live, but also impact other people's lives.
Yeah, we've got more comments coming in. You're inspiring a lot of people. Chanel Ali has said meditation is amazing, and well-being is so vital now in life. Even one small step is a step closer to heal. Amazing story, very inspirational. Being a good example to others around you is also important. Obviously, you agree with that. Anything you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading this book called Miracle Mornings. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. I think it's I can't remember his name, the author. I should.
We can put it at the bottom of the program.
Yeah, we'll find it there.
Anyway,
but basically, it's about using your morning effectively. When you wake up in the morning, always have gratitude. The first thing I think of, I've got a picture on my wall, what I'm thankful for. It's so important, because people wake up in the morning, oh, it's another day. Oh, I've got this to do. The first thing you should say is, I've got a roof over my head. I've got food on my table. I've got a loving family. And, sorry.
Yeah. It's true.
You got to think. And, yeah, so meditation is very important as well, because it clears your mind and helps you focus on what's good in life. And I 100% agree with that. And I'm quite religious myself, so I thank God every day.
It's very important. Darcy, I've learned that as well. Things happen in all of our lives. We are faced with lots of challenges, and it's important to focus on the positive. And you're right. I've started to try and do that, is when I wake up in the morning, be thankful for everything that I've got. We so easily slip into this routine of, moaning or complaining. But you know what? Actually, we need to focus on the positive. We need to focus on being thankful. Gratitude brings more gratitude and brings positivity. And I've started to do a lot of sort of positive affirmations and things like that. I feel like it puts me at ease, makes me feel really positive.
Yeah. I am is the most important two words you can use. I am. And just keep putting beautiful, strong, creative. What you say manifests into the truth. If you walk around all day saying, "Oh, I've got no money. Oh, I've got no friends." Oh, you're actually manifesting that. You're actually creating that world around you. So affirmations are very important, to always say not what you want, but you want the story you want to lead. The story what you want to lead. It's very important. And what you listen to, songs and the people around you, very important to have good people around you, and you listening to the right things going in your mind. So yeah, that's very important. And one other thing before I forget, I know whatever you think you're doing right now, and you think it's not working, the only reason is because you need to do 10 times as much as what you're doing. You're just not doing enough. You think you're doing a lot, but you got to do 10 times more, and you might fail and only do 5 times more. And then that's where, in every failure, there's learning. And this is where you want to get to. You want to increase your dreams. So that's why I was saying, instead of a millionaire, I want to be a billionaire. So if I don't become a billionaire, I'll definitely become a millionaire, because my aspirations and dreams are high. And a lot of people don't like to talk about money. Every day I talk about money, because it's our duty to look after our family, and how we do it is through financial means. And financial means creates time freedom. Keep saying that. Time freedom is the goal for everyone. Everybody, actually, through this lockdown and pandemic, we have had a taste of time freedom.
Yeah.
And people, what do you do? Do you just sit down and look at Netflix or TV, or do you go out and help people? And that was my mission. I was literally every day, I had so many no's, no. But the 1 or 2 yeses made everything okay, because those yeses, they're happier, they're healthier, and their mindset is aligned. They've got better relationships now, and that's a more reward than the actual financial benefits either.
Definitely. And with that brings, when you're more positive, then you are more successful financially. Anyway, I think it's almost like a chain reaction, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it sort of leads me very smoothly into my next question, which is, as a man, because a lot of the times we think, oh, men, everything comes easy. Like, we've got this very stereotypical viewpoint, but it's, men and women have their own sort of struggles. So a lot of the times I normally ask this to women, but I wanted to ask it to you because obviously of your specific story as well. Is there anything memorable in your head of any barriers that you had, or any particular support that you had? So if you go positive or negative, within the community, and how that molded you, because your story is so inspirational. It'd be great for the viewers to sort of hear a specific moment if things were going very wrong maybe, and it sort of turned around, or when somebody really supported you and helped you.
I must say, every negativity that I've ever experienced has been a learning for me. It's not been a failure. It's not been a bad. It's been, I even lost my eye, but then I thought to myself, hold on, I'm spending more time with my family. I've slowed down. I've reassessed my life, and I'm doing art more because now I'm not chasing this, and it was never working. But I was blinded without being blinded, thinking that this thing will work. So any negativity is a positive. It pushes me harder and it drives me forward. If you don't have anything, if you're it's like going out with someone that says yes to everything, It's never going to work. You're never going to have a life with that person. But yeah, so I would say that. But then I've met some amazing people on my challenge. And as I said, I'll touch on the Herbalife. It's not just pills and shakes. It's a family. It's a supportive network. It's just a loving environment. I've got 41 members in my team, my network, and everyone draws off each other. Everyone's got different skills. Everyone's got different whys they're doing it. Everyone's got different goals, and everyone pushes each other every day. Yeah, push you. Have you done your squats? Have you done your push-ups? Have you, what is that burger on your plate? Little things like that. But even though they'll talk about, how your family is, it goes deeper. It's not just a business relationship. It's your growing family. I'll say Aaron Cato. He doesn't. I don't know if he comprehends it properly. This guy. It was our family. My dad and his granddad were best friends growing up. We went on holidays with we thought we were a family, cousins, and 15 years later, I found this guy, and
It's the universe, isn't it? Brings you back to certain people, obviously from the same soul group.
it was amazing.
It is amazing. It's amazing how we make these connections in life and how things go full circle. It is truly amazing. Really, honestly, Darcy, it's been an amazing interview. Is there any specific advice you'd give to men or women out there for empowerment and confidence? You've already said so many amazing and inspirational things, but is there any specific tips? Because, at the moment, people are on a low. It is difficult times. We're coming out of it, I feel like. We're sort of turning the corner with it, but a lot of people are going to have struggles financially with their businesses, going back into their businesses and, rethinking their whole schedules, because like you said, we've sort of had to stop and slow down. And I've seen a lot of like inspirational sort of quotes saying, well, what's going back to normal? Do we want to go back to that? Is that what we want? Or are we going to find some sort of a balance or something in between? What would be your advice to people about feeling empowered and boosting their confidence through these times as we come out of COVID-19?
Okay, so there's this little system that I always look at. It's readily available on the internet to find, and I don't even know what it's called, but it always starts with potential. Everyone's got the potential to be great. Everyone's got a God-given or born-given talent in you. You just got to find it. So potential is very important. And that's what every time I meet someone, I see potential. And it's our jobs as coaches, as human beings, is to believe in that person more than they believe in themselves. Right? And to grow and to nurture that belief in them, that they've got something to give the world. And then after that belief, it generates action. So basically, that person gets so much belief in themselves, they go out and do something. It might be a small thing, but they'll do something that creates action. And the more action you do will give you results. So even this relationship, in your health, in your business, it's going to give you results if you do, as I said, 10x action, massive action. Whatever you're doing, just be focused on that and be true to that and give it attention. And it'll give you results. And results, what does the results do? It gives you belief. Once you get results, you're going to believe in yourself. You're going to say, I lost 2 pounds. Yeah, I'm going to go back again. Or I've gone back out to work. I've got 2 new clients. I had 20, but I've got 2 more clients today. Yeah, I'm going to get that 20 clients back. And slowly you'll build your client base up again or your business again, and you'll be back. But you have to believe in yourself. And if you can't believe in yourself, you need to get around people that are going to believe in you. You need to find a mentor, or you need someone that has gone through that same journey and is ready to believe in you. Yeah, and that's all I can say. It's so much you got to look after yourself before you can help other people. You got to fill your own cup up, and so you can pour out that love and attention to other people.
Absolutely. I mean, I think that belief, that is so important. And, you know, like going back to that, the positive affirmations, it's visualizing what you actually want and really believing it's going to happen or it's already happened. Like I sometimes even talk in like the present tense. I don't see it like, oh, it's something that's going to happen in the future. It's already happened. And when you say that, then you believe that it is happening.
Yeah.
And that's when you can actually get out there and actually do it. And I totally agree with that. It's the belief. You've got to believe in yourself. And like you said, I really like that. Because so many people might say, well, I don't believe in myself and that's it. But you're saying connect with that one person or connect to some sort of group or some sort of support mechanism. It's true. We can't do this always on our own. We need support. I think that's important, especially for people who've lost loved ones as well during these times. I think it's really important that people connect to each other and maybe join bereavement groups or things like that to talk to people for sure. Because, you know, it's really, really difficult. We've got some more comments. Good. Neil has put, I truly believe the universe works in wonderful ways. People come into your life as lessons or as a blessing. And if you are meant to reunite with someone, you will. The universe is always on our side. We just have to stay positive.
Yeah. Amen to that. Yeah. Amen to that.
It's about being spiritual, isn't it? I think we're all, you know, as human beings, we're spiritual beings, aren't we? And it's getting in touch with that.
Doesn't matter what denomination or religion. It's not about religion. Religion is our perception of what God is. God is God. In every religion, there's a God. There's no discrepancy about that. And I look at it like, if I've got an iPhone, you've got a Galaxy. You're still talking to God, right? So we're all unified on this planet, I tell you now. And people manipulate religion for their own good. Do not believe the hype. It's lies. Remember that, you know, even if you're an atheist, you got to believe in the universe. You got to believe in it's something created you and you came to be. Doesn't matter, right? And as long as you know that someone out there loves you and is looking after you, and it's your responsibility to believe in yourself and keep trying and keep pushing. Never give up. Never give up. Never quit. That's the word I'm looking for. Never quit. I know it's hard, and I've been close to quitting. I tell you, I've been close. And you have to keep just digging. I think it's like I was doing a hike. I go to like the Lake District and Peak District, and my friend never told me how bad. Actually, it was Mount Snowdon. He never told me how bad this mountain was until halfway up. You can't go back down.
You realise
going up.
You go, oh damn!
Yeah.
Carry on. So you hit the mental wall and you carried on.
Yeah, I think that's life. I got to this place that no way can I get past this ridge, and then a little. I've got to say this. I was on Mount Snowdon. There was a sheer cliff. I was fully loaded with mountain climbing gear like a professional, and a little girl on flip-flops ran past me up the cliff. And I think, oh my God, her mind is clear. Her mind is not hindered. She believes that she can go up the side of that mountain on flip-flops, right? And so I changed my mindset. And that's one thing. Change your mindset, change your life. I say that every day to myself. Change your mindset. Believe in yourself. You can walk up that cliff and you'll just walk and you'll get there.
Yeah. Again, you're leading me really smoothly to my next question. I was going to say to you, what's your philosophy in life? Is that it?
Ooh, my philosophy is like,
That's another program.
That's a whole program. I mean, as I said, it starts with you. If you change your mindset, how you think about stuff, it will change your life completely. If you just get around good people, it's so vital. Now, it's a real touchy subject about getting around good people, because some of the people that you might have to go get away from is family, which I had to. It's so bad. You have to, because it's for your own well-being and your own sanity. You got to find people that fuel your fire. And there's a bad version of this, but just throw water on it. or people that throw water on your fire and puts it out. You got to know every time you speak to someone, you got to hear what they're saying. You might think they're being nice to you. Oh, don't do that. Oh, just stay at home. Oh, don't try that, because you don't want to. They're trying to baby you into not expanding. You want a person to say, no, you can do 50 push-ups, you can do 100 sit-ups, you can do it, right? And if you don't do it, I'll tell you about it. That's the people you want around you. People that basically push you further than you think you can go. Yeah, you want, and it comes down to that. My father was that. He was a militarian. He was like, this world ain't easy. And when as a child, I was thinking, what? It's just. But as an adult, I'm thinking, thank the Lord that I had a father like that.
And he believed in you, obviously, because he said, it's not easy, but you can do it. So, he gave you love, essentially.
Yeah. He died 13 years ago, and on the day he died, I wished I asked him so many more questions. It was
Yeah, I know. It's hard, isn't it? And I think a lot of people are going to be living that now, because, so many people have passed away so suddenly during these times that probably they won't be. But you know what? You can still ask him. I do believe in that.
Yeah.
You can still communicate with the people that you love because they're inside of you. They say that everything that you love is a reflection of yourself pushed out. Yeah. So at the end of the day, all the people that you love, they're inside you anyway. They're here. So you can still really ask all those questions, and all you have to do is just listen to yourself, and they will answer you. The future. Let's talk about the future now. What's in your future, Darcy? What's plans for the future?
I've got so many visions and goals now. Before, I was a businessman. I was running with Nike, Adidas, BBC, and I was just working. I was just like a little hamster. I was working, and I'm thinking I didn't have a vision. I didn't have a goal. But when I came out of it, as I said, this is where learning happens. Since doing this nutrition and just finding yourself, I've had massive visions and goals now. Beyond that, what I thought I could do, people believed in me, as I said. People have given me the belief and sincerity, because I know these people. I'm not paying them. I'm not paying them to say these things to me, or I'm not a celebrity. I'm not. These people, they're normal people every day. They've been through hardship themselves. They've showed me how to, develop something. We can create time freedom. And that's what I want for my future. I want time freedom and not just to sit around and do nothing. I want to help my charities. I want to help Moorfields Eye Hospital. I want to help my church. I want to help my mum. I want to help my sisters. I just want to, because that's, wow, that is what drives me. Helping people and receiving that love back. And you know what, God, I keep coming back to God, but God only wants you to love him. That's it. That love is a powerful thing. We don't even know what it is. God only wants, every time it just says, pray to me, praise me. But these things are just love, are forms of love. And I think everyone fundamental just wants to be loved. That's it.
That's right. That's it. I think so. I think that's essentially the best gift we can give our children as well. No, it's not putting all our ambitions on them or living our lives through them, but just letting them know that they're loved when they do right, and even when they do wrong. They can come to us and seek our help because we love them. And I think all of us, we all need to be loved. And that's what I think you've been essentially, talking about is, connecting with people when you have those challenges, actually finding people around you, but the right people, like you said, that actually, guide you through. It's been an absolute pleasure, Darcy, interviewing you today. Honestly, a truly inspirational story and journey, and thank you very much for sharing it. The name of that book and maybe some of the links as to some of the groups that you're involved in, we'll put at the bottom of the program, so when we share this out, people can gain that information and maybe make a connection with yourself if they need to, and also your artwork. What way can people connect to you on social media?
I've got Instagram, which is art led, but again, a lot of this stuff's been me about filling my own cup, and actually this interview has just really ignited me to push it more out to more people, because so my Instagram is Darcy Sallion Artist, and it's all my artwork that I love. This is my passion. I've got one for my fitness and health, which is Darcy 24 Fit. But ultimately, you know, I just want to meet as many people as I can and connect people. My mission is to network and connect people that I believe can give a contribution to the world and to what I'm trying to do. And that is a vital thing that I want to do. My main website is darcyjsallion.com. Again, it's art-led, but I'm going to move into more developing about your mindset and nutrition, which is vital. You know, I keep coming back to nutrition. Nutrition is 80% nutrition, 20% exercise. People go to the gym, they spend fortunes in a gym, working out every day, and they never get to the state that they wish. It's all about what you put in your body, so be very aware of it.
Definitely. Thank you very much. It's been brilliant. Thank you. And hopefully we look forward to seeing you again. When all the lockdown restrictions are sort of lifted, then definitely it'd be really great to have you in the studio, and we can actually go through some of your artwork and how you connected and look at how it's, because I think it's very linked, and I really much look forward to hearing about all the art therapy as well. I think that will be truly brilliant for you to develop too. Thank you very much, Darcy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to our viewers. Thank you very much for all the comments. And we'll be sharing this out, and some of the information will be at the bottom of the page. Thank you very much. That's it from Eurogench TV. Have a good evening. Night. Bye.
Thank you.
Biliyor musun? Erken rezervasyon başladı. Yazın en renkli fırsatları cyprusparadise.com'da. %40, %50, hatta %60'a varan kaçırılmaz indirimler. Erken rezervasyon yap, uçak bileti fiyatına paket tatili al. Uygun fiyata Kıbrıs tatilinin adresi cyprusparadise.com. Zaman akıp gitmeden acele edin. Bir bakmışsınız yaz gelmiş. Cyprus Paradise. Tatiliniz bizimle güvende.
Kalitenin, güvenin, hızlı teslimatın adresi Ancon Furniture. Ancon Furniture ailesi olarak yeni ürünler ile hizmete devam etmekteyiz. Yeni model koltuk takımlarımız, mekanizmaları bir dokunuş ile açılıp bir dokunuş ile kapanabilmektedir.